Hello. Today's video, coming from a father having to explain to his kids. Yesterday, we was on the radio, listening to the radio, and I had to try and explain to my kids what date rape was and the fact that people are injecting needles in people to do whatever they want to do to them. And this, like I said, a lot of my videos and things, they're multi-layered. Yeah, there isn't just one problem to this. This is a lot of problems that amount to any situation. So I know some people say, "Oh, why don't you just focus on one point?" One point doesn't work that way. The fact that you're on drugs isn't the problem. The problem is why you started to turn to drugs. So we could talk about all the things about the drugs and what you do and how you act and how you come out and whatever you do, but that isn't the problem. The problem is why you pick up the drug in the first place to take it. Then we can start analysing and working out where your problems are. We're too busy we focus on the problem because there's money to be made if we just focus on the problem. If we don't try and figure out how to get out of it. Going back to what I was saying. So I've got to explain to my kids what this is. And like I said, the whole point of my videos is this is life experiences I'm telling you. Yeah? And I ain't ashamed. I put my hand up and I'll put my hand up and say, listen, I've had two experiences in my life where somebody has tried to mess around. One was probably seen as a prank. They thought it was funny, and I'll probably talk about more about that one. And another one where someone actually tried to date rape. Yeah. Yeah, I could talk about it now because it didn't happen. But like I said to you, how it happened, how it went about, I'll go over it in probably another video, might even in this one. But like I said, the other one, yeah, and this is the thing I try and explain to my kids, yeah, and especially daughters, because I'm not gonna sit there and blame boys in all this. They are to blame, but you know, like the Bible says, you must resist temptation, but also that's for the boys to do. But then, girls, you must stop giving out the temptation. And I'll go into that. Like I said to you, we'll go into a bit more. But going back to, like I said, explaining to my son, I explained to my son and I said, listen, son, you know what? First of all, you need to have good people around you. Yeah? If you have good friends, yeah, then these things won't happen. If you have bona fide friends, when I was younger, we used to go out. You see my crew? We had each other's backs. If my man had gone to the toilet and been gone 5 minutes, there's a siren going on. Man are going to check to find out where man is. If man is drunk, we're keeping him beside us so he doesn't get in any trouble, doesn't cause a fight, yeah, by accident because he's drunk. Same thing with a girl, yeah. Now I can revert back to where, for me, like I said to you, I just look at how I see it, and growing up, yeah, we care and all that. We had like a bond, yeah. A lot of us had bonds, yeah. We had each other's back. Listen. Sometimes what you see outside is nothing to what we've experienced, yeah. So we have a bond and we have an understanding, and also we know exactly what we want, yeah. We know exactly what we want out of life, yeah, and what we want from people. I want people that I can trust and rely on. Yeah, all my friends, I'd say nearly, it says 99% of my friends here, yeah, I trust them. Yeah, but like I said, the same thing we have with friends as well. I trust friends in certain situations. Yeah, if my friend likes to drink, he was a friend. I won't go. I'll go out to drink with him. I'll have one or two with him, and then I'm gone, or I'm getting him gone too. But I won't go and meet him out if he's had a load of drinks, because what will happen is he will then I will have to be his guardian for the night. Yeah, I've got to sit there and run around and clear up his mess. So I try not to have him around when I go out for a heavy drink. I don't drink anyway, but I wouldn't have him around. The same thing, like I said to you, even though friends are gallus, some of my friends are gallus. Nah, the gallus friends, I won't have him around my missus because they're gallus. Yeah? All players, most 99% of the players, yeah, trouble girls that have partners because they're easier. Makes life simpler. Yeah? Yeah? Less comebacks. The only comeback you got is for the partner finding out. But you just do your thing and you're gone, innit? Yeah? So I'm just trying to describe the type of friends that we have around us. Yeah? And I expect and I tell my kids, if you haven't got good friends around you, don't rely on them to look after you. Yeah? Like I said, I'll tell you the situation that I had. Back in the time, I'd done my thing. I was, like I said, nothing to be proud of. Obviously, I'll go into another video and I'll talk about this. Yeah? When I was shotting and doing my bits and pieces. I can talk about it now. Yeah? But it was nothing to be proud of. At the time, I thought I was, big out here and I was flossing and I was meeting all these guys at party. I was a celebrity out here. Then I went through a period of like, you know what, things wasn't going well and I had my ups now, I'm hitting my downs, I had enough, I waited out. I wanted to change my life. So I went and checked my brethren, yeah? Brethren used to roll before, but the problem is what it is, you see when you're up there, I forgot what people were doing when they were down there and how people looked up to you. Most people hate you when you're up on that chair, yeah? Sometimes, like they said, I don't want no throne because everybody wants your chair, yeah? So we've gone at this guy, and I was going through some times, and this time I was down, struggling, and I just wanted out, and I went to check my bridge, and I thought, yeah, cool, yeah, he'll be there for me, like, you know what I mean, and cool. So we started going out, take me out, but for me, the mad thing was, not to be gloating about, yeah, I used to be out on the circuit, bruv. I used to be out raving all the time. I knew everywhere, every clubs, most clubs are getting free. Yeah, I go VIP. Listen, I had a good life. Yeah, I had fun. So I was down this time, and now I was financially broke. Yeah, and my brother was like, "Yeah, don't worry, I got ya." Yeah. As I tell anybody, listen, if you do not have money in your pocket to get home by yourself, if you have to, stay in your yard. Yeah? Don't ever sit there and rely on somebody to sit there and cater for your night. It's not worth it. Yeah? I'd rather someone come and say, you know what, Chuck, yeah, boy, you know what? I said, I'm skint tonight, I can't go out. Yeah. Take a 30, 40 pound. Yeah? Use that if you ain't going to give it back, whatever. Yeah, but take that before we go out. Do you know how embarrassing it is when you're in a club or you're out somewhere and then you go to your brethren and you say, yeah, boy, I need a juice. Yeah, wait a minute. You're thirsty. You're waiting for your brethren to come and bring you a juice. Cool. Then next thing you know, you come and ask your brethren again. The man's pulling out on the dance floor, pulling out money and trying to see what it is, putting in a light and then handing it to you. That is so embarrassing. It felt so small to other people when I'm having to ask for someone else. That's a learning curve. So I didn't do that. So we're out now. We've gone to this club. My man was doing this thing. He was shotting. He was running around the club, shotting and doing that. So I was with him. But where I'd already been on the circuit before, it was kind of like the man was a bit jealous of me. Yeah, because everywhere we go, everyone likes me. You know what I mean? I get on with people, the bounce, everyone's cool with me. I know a lot of them anyway. Yeah, I'm not a man to sit there and gloat. I don't sit there and tell everybody my business or who I know or what I've done. Yeah, you'll see it if you're with me, or you'll hear it. Yeah, I'm not a man to sit there and go and tell everybody about it. So in the club now I'm broke. And I said, this night, this is the night I'll never forget. Like I said, I'm sitting there, I even got a pack of cigarettes. My brother said, don't worry, I got ya. So we've gone to this club now, it's all going well. Gone to the next club now, he's doing his thing, but I'm just, man. And then I'm asking my man for a drink. Yeah, don't worry, I got ya. So I'm waiting around. The man just, all right, cool. Still, I'm dying of thirst. I'm in the club now, raving, yeah, it is. So I've gone to him now, gone back to him. Yeah, cool. And he's come up to me. And something in my heart said something ain't right here, yeah? So he gave me this drink, yeah? It's a fruit shoot, yeah? The thing was, I said to you, I'm dying of thirst now. Now, I could just box off the whole of that bottle, yeah, in one gulp. So I put it in my mouth and I'm dry. And something said to me, I put it in my mouth, something ain't right here. I looked at the guy. He was with somebody else and he's laughing. So I'm thinking, what's he laughing at? So I'm pointing at my mouth like today and he's laughing, yeah? The man had put that horse tranquilizer drink in my drink. I thought it was a joke. I spat that drink out. Yeah? Spat the drink out. And I told him about himself. And I went home myself. And I said that night here, you know what? Don't ever leave your house if you haven't got money for yourself. Don't ever rely. I know he didn't mean it. I know he thought it was funny. Yeah? I know other people, like when you get around these guys or girls, get around stupid people, they think things are funny to do things to other people. It's not funny. It's not a joke. Yeah? I had never taken that drug in my life. Now, if I had drunk that drink, remember I was so thirsty. Now, the amount I would have drunk, I don't know what the proportion was that you're supposed to take. I could have OD'd. Yeah? At the time, it might have been funny to them. But the consequences of the actions of that person, yeah, could have ruined my life, all because it was funny. Yeah? So we're going to go back to the point of what we're talking about, this whole situation now. Now, I blame, yeah, you see all this date rape? And if we're going back, well, that's how I'm in my 40s. We're going back 20 years ago, and they were talking about this when people were going over to Ibiza and all those places, they're date raping. And when you see the people that were date raping, these were not ugly people, you know. Yeah? Now, if we want to go, I always say go to maths. Let's go to maths. Now, there's one man to 3 women? All right. Now, take away the ones that are in relationships. Yeah? So you probably look at, and then now you've got a lot of men that are gay, yeah, or trans, whatever it is. So let's call it 5-6 to 1. Now, there's enough women out there that you can go and find one. But you have to find your one. Yeah? Now, where I say I blame the parents, and I ask any question before we go into this now and start talking about this. What would you do if somebody date raped your mum, your sister, your auntie, even your brother to today's age? Yeah? How would you feel? And what would the punishment that you'd want to be done, yeah, to that person? Yeah? I'll ask you that before we go. Now, let's go on to it now. You got that in your head now? Now, we're going to go on now. Now, we have a thing in this country, or the Western world, where boys will be boys. They will learn. But unfortunately, what we are breeding is cowards. All the kids nowadays are cowards. We're breeding them. They've got no balls, yeah? No cojones, yeah? No values, no respect. Now, you're gonna tell me, because remember, this is lots of, this is the older generation coming through, because remember, we're not looking at times are changing like before. 20 years ago, we didn't have gay people. 30 years ago, women didn't have much rights. Yeah? Women were still being sexually, and they're still being sexually abused now. Nothing's changed. Yeah? So, we're going to go back and date rape. Now, let me ask you young boys or big stinking dirty men, yeah? Because even women are doing it as well, yeah? How do you feel pleasure of sleeping with someone that has no memory, didn't consent? How could you feel proud? How? I don't understand it. How do you get off of that girl and you stand there and beat your chest like, boy, I'm done tonight, man. We'll put the thing in the thing. But she didn't consent. I can sit there and say, hand on my heart, I have my own ethics, my own code. I refuse to touch any girl that is on drink or drugs. Come and see me when you're sober, because I want you to say to me that you wanted it. Yeah? I know a lot of people I've seen over the years, amount of people that have been accused of rape. Yeah? Women that have been raped because of what people thought. Oh, she didn't say no. Did she say yes? No. But your argument is, this is what the criminals and the big people at the top, and they tell you how to manipulate situations. I understand, listen, talk to people like you're in a court of law. Listen, do you need permission to do something? Yes. So did you get permission? No. So how did you think that you was entitled to do what you did? Because she egged me on. How do you egg someone on? We've all seen it. Yeah, we've all been there. Well, as guys, You know when you with your mates and then boy, you say, ooh, a girl missus said something or someone said something to you. What does that person automatically go and do? Tell me you haven't seen it. We've seen it. I've seen where boys will go and attack their girl because you've made me look a fool in front of people. I've seen men go and start fights because a man's, ooh. But what does ooh mean? Does ooh mean, oh, you shouldn't take that? Yeah, I would go and do this because none of us would do it. We've had to beat up a guy, I remember years back, yeah, our own brethren. We was out raving, yeah, and they was all joking. So he was stupid enough to bring his missus. We were all out and he said, missus there, and then both, we cracked jokes and done a little, ooh, my man went to slap his girl. We had to beat up in the club. Because we can't tolerate that. That's not right. Now, this is what I'm saying about people out there, yeah. We've got so many chiefs. You know what a chief is? A lot of them out there now. Yeah? Which now we need Indians out there. Yeah? Oh, sorry, cowboys and Indians. But we need Indians and chiefs. I don't want no cowboys. Cowboys are fools. They go around shooting and doing stupidness. Yeah? Their thing is their gun. You can't reason with them. Yeah? Now, going back to what I said to you, what are we teaching our younger generation? We go back. We had older generation saying, oh, when a man touched me on the bum, oh, he's just being nice, no, he ain't. That's sexual assault. But you accepted it. Yeah? And a lot of older people accept it now. What did you do to deserve it? I don't care what you're wearing. Yeah? You do not ask to be raped. Now, flipping it onto the women's side, the girls' side of things, you can wear what you want. No, you frigging can't. Let's get it real. Yeah? We do not live in a utopia where everybody is normal and sane. Yeah? You could be fully clothed and still get harassed. So what are you going to get harassed when you're wearing less? Now, we, as boys, all we see of your females is on the phone, these TikToks, all these little videos, sexy videos, this, that, and the other. Yeah? Now, again, the system is set to mash us up because I don't understand, you shouldn't have porn anyway. Yeah, but if you're going to have porn, fair enough. But when you have extreme and violent porn, it's ridiculous. Yeah, that should be against, because what you're breeding these things. That's why men go out and do stupid things, because they're following a fashion. Yeah, people are setting trends, so these want to be trendsetters. So I did that, and I'll explain to a lot of men here. Let's be real. What do I say? What do you call it? What do we class as a man? What is a man? What is a real man? A real man is just honest. Yeah, half of you men there saying to you, so what, listen, so stupid. Let's be honest. I said, I've been there, done it. Yeah, we chat too frigging much. Yeah, we want to go and say, oh, we can do this to a girl and do what to a girl. All right, let's get it real. A man can leave his house and he isn't guaranteed sex. He has to work hard to get it. But a woman can go to her front door and she can get sex. So I've accepted that we don't rule, men don't rule, women rule. Because if they want it, we can have it. If they don't want it, we can't have it. If they don't want it and we take it, it's rape. It's abuse. Yeah? I'm just saying, it's just facts. Fact of how it is. I know it don't sound right, and the way I'm saying it might be, this is reality to all you guys out here. If she hasn't said yes, better still, at the start of the night when you were chatting her up, did you tell her you wanted to sleep with her? Did you tell her? No, you didn't. You come across and give this facade that you were Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. Cool, Mr. Romeo. Yeah? But instead you're a Casanova. Yeah? You're trying your best and you'll try everything. You're trying the girl, you're not telling her that. The girl said to you, no, I'm not on all that. You said, cool, I'm not on all that too. You played the game. This is what I'm saying, the road you go down. Life of lies. Yeah? You go down it, and then you're fooling yourself, or you're trying to fool the girl that you're not on it. I'm just being a friend. Babe, I'll drop you home. Come in for a cup of tea. Again, did you tell the girl, and when you asked her to get in the car, you're going to go in the car, you want sex tonight? I'm only driving you home because it's costing me money to drive you home, and I want what I want, because that's what I'm doing. That's what my subliminal messaging is, that if I'm giving you lift, I'm expecting sex. If I'm buying you a drink, you're my girl tonight. How many fights in a club are started because of a girl that's not yours? Yeah? Now, we've got to stop breeding these cowards as men. And he might say, well, what do you mean? Listen, are you telling me, you as a man standing here, you would agree that your son can go out and rape a gal, take it from her, and that's all right? Is that what you taught your man to be, a coxman? Is that what you taught your man to be, a man out here? Yeah? You taught your man to be a gallus, sweet boy. Yeah? All those ones you did, these names I just said, not one of those man I know, real man, rape. Yeah? Not one of them man there will go and take it. They're so vain, they want the girl to say they wanted it. Yeah? But we've got these guys that will go out there now, we can't even talk to each other anymore. Boys couldn't talk to each other back then. Let them go and talk to a girl and bring up 2 bars and 2 lyrics. Girls don't want to hear bars and lyrics. They want to hear truth. They want to hear reality. You come with your full sense of person and you get shamed. You carry on like you're a Don Coxman, I can do 10 hours, you do 10 minutes. Who's the fool? Because you spoke out and said, look, I can do this, I can do that. Then you let yourself down. Now who's a man? You don't feel like a man, you feel demoralised. So you feel the next thing is to be a caveman arsehole. And then beat a gal and tell her, ah! Do you feel any better afterwards? No. Yeah? And girls, like I said, you respect yourself. Yeah? You don't need, listen, I'm saying to you as a man, and I tell my kids the same thing, my son. Yeah? I want a missus that saying to you looks prim and proper. I don't want no girl that advertises herself. Because the problem is, I'll be sitting there walking down the road fighting everyone. Yeah, because all these dickheads out here that seem to think that everything's there, they can take pussy, they can take gal, they can do whatever they want. You can't take shit. Yeah? Oh, sorry, so you can. You can take it. Yeah? Steal it, rub it, do what you want to do. Yeah? But she never came voluntarily. Yeah? That's the bit that burns you. Yeah? That's the reality. Yeah? How could you gloat? Yeah, I don't care what anyone says. Like I said, I've been in care. Like I said, I've met a lot of girls and through for it. There's no girl that actually wants to sleep with loads of men in the night. There's no girl that wants to be gangbanged. It's man that chooses that. Yeah? Man that makes a girl do that. Let's give her drugs. Let's give her that. You pay for sex. That's prostitution. You're an arsehole because you're paying for it. Yeah? You're handing over money to do things. Yeah, I've been there, done it. Yeah, even when I was a shot, I'd never dealt with girls. Never dealt with girls, but I never had anyone around, girls around me. Because girls, that's it, when you're giving things for free, listen, reality, weed. Go and ask a man for a zoot, you can't get a zoot from him. You might get one. Yeah, and he could have a half ounce in his pocket. Yeah, and like I said, he won't even give you it. Go and get your own weed. But when it comes to Class A, people giving it away. Yeah, giving it away, like I said to you, why? Because then it's a form of control. Like I said, I'm going to go in my videos, I'm going to explain to you my life of being, I've done it, I'm not proud of it. Yeah, a lot of it I'm repenting for what I have done and the effects I have done to other people. Yeah, I can go if I have this money, but what does it mean? I destroyed lives. Yeah, destroyed part of my life. Yeah, trying to be this thing that it doesn't need to be. Yeah, but I'm saying for the kids, listen, start being respectful. Start finding true people around you. If you don't have people if your friends find it funny to spike your drink, that's not a friend. And that is not funny. Yeah? You as a boy or a girl, man, you feel that you need to date rape someone, to sleep with them, for them to be beside you. Do you honestly, for that short, whatever time it is she's under that drug, whatever it is, you feel good? How good do you feel in the morning? Can you look her in her face? Do you understand what a one-night stand means? It means you can't go back again. Or you haven't gone back again. Because if you went back again, it wouldn't be a one-night stand, because you would have gone back. Yeah? There's so many things that we've got to teach our kids to be respectful and values. That's just about religion. You've got to value yourself. I'll be free, I'm being a woman. And these frigging dirty women that go out there and sell their bodies and show off their bodies and say, I'm showing I'm a woman and I'm showing I'm free and I can do what you want. No, you're not. You're part of the problem. Yeah? You're the reason why more other people are getting raped. Because of people like you. Yeah? The same thing I could sit there and say as a black person, these young people that are doing crime and robbing and all that, I'm ashamed of you. Yeah? Because you make me look bad. You make the rest of your family and the people around you look bad. Yeah? You might be doing something wrong, but your younger brother ain't doing nothing wrong. And he's treated the same way you are. Is that right? Is that what you want? Yeah? We go around and controlling. You don't control crap. If you had no drugs in your hand, you're a friggin' nobody. I tell you, like I said, I've been there. I'll go over my stories of my experiences. Yeah? Without the drug, you're nobody. Without that money in your pocket, you're nobody. Yeah? And you girls that go out with people because they've got things, yeah? You are to blame. Yeah? Because you're the ones that go out and give things because you sell your body for cigarettes, for drink, for whatever it is, for a good night. Yeah? But I know, like I said to you, the problem isn't there. The problem goes further back. Your history. How did we get here? Why do you feel so insecure? Why do you feel so vulnerable? Why do you feel so incomplete? Yeah? Why do you feel you need to do that? I've met girls where they've told me straight, they felt like I need to hit them to show them I love them. I'm like, what? No, I'm off. Because the last man, that's what he done. He beat her up, said, I love you, babe. That's how I show me love. Nah. Again, I'd said it again. It's all these people that keep doing all this crap, yeah, and then they come up with excuses. Oh, I experienced it when I was young. Sorry? You sat there and you're going to come up with your excuse for why you did what you did to that person and say, oh, well, I seen my mum or my sister get abused and beaten and I was standing there crying. So if you were standing there crying, how could you now become a perpetrator? Yeah? You was a victim. I've been a victim. Like I said, I'm talking about my stories. So I have no qualms in telling people, don't come with that victim shit where you've come from, to the reasons why you're perpetrating or continuing the cycle. You know, you're continuing. Like I said, I was always scared to be like my dad. Yeah? And I've made sure I'm not like my dad. Yeah? Because I'm there for my kids. Yeah? Like I said, my dad's got his own thing. I love my dad. I'm not trying to thing it, but this is facts. Yeah? For me to get to you, I've got to tell you the truth about my life. Yeah? And move forward. Yeah? Please, listen, be safe and look after yourselves. Yeah? But please, as parents and as we've got to teach our kids to find real people, real friends, trustworthy friends. I want to vet every one of my kids' friends. Yeah, look, I'll tell you a story about one of them that I said, and it come true. And I said, this is what I'm saying, we've got to look out for our kids and try and teach them. Don't follow fashion. My son, if you see your friend doing it, listen, don't you walk away. You tell him about himself and you walk away. Don't get him. Remember, accessory. Yeah? That's another thing that you guys got to realise. Your brethren does it. You were there. You're an accessory. You're just as much to blame because you could have stopped it. Yeah? And I hope that said to you, the crime, they said to you, the punishment. Yeah? They should, like Labour want to bring in, yeah, it said to people that should now be able to tell you about how to deal with these people that do these crimes. Listen, I've got time for these people. Yeah? Now I'm saying to you, to all those people go out and date rape and do all that crap, now you're stabbing needles. You're a frigging coward. Yeah? You can't open your mouth and talk to a girl. You don't even need many bars these days to chat to a girl. Back in the day, we needed to have a poem book and everything to go and blag a girl. Yeah? Now, you don't even need to know her name. So why do you need to rape? I don't get it. Yeah? Go and have a good time. But like I said, look after each other. Again, please, like I said to you, if start to want things from yourselves and your friends, if your friends have no values, they have no values towards you. If they have no values to others, they're not going to value you. They're going to do it to someone else. They will do it to you. So start choosing your friends wisely. Yeah? And eventually, like I said, once you choose your friends wisely, all these scats, these dogs, these harbour sharks, they'll be highlighted because people can see them. But like I said to you, people only get away with crimes because others don't say nothing. Nothing but love, like I said to you. Like I said to you, we've got to change the future. Yeah? We've got to change by changing our kids and teaching them. This rape culture, this thing there is getting ridiculous now. Yeah? Gangs, this saying to you is, and it's down to us to sit there and make a change. They would only listen to us if we tell them. Yeah? They keep telling about elders, olders, uncles. Listen, that's what we are. So start being them things. Yeah? Not everything needs to be told is going to be nice. Yeah? Sometimes we've got to hear the bad. And we got to know it, because otherwise, once these kids start committing these crimes, they've got to live with it. Yeah? They got to live with those crimes. And I'm sorry, you cannot, as a father, come and tell me not to talk to your son if he raped. Yeah? Because you should be doing that. Yeah? Or you should be handing him over, because you shouldn't see that as acceptable unless that's the sort of thing that you do. Yeah? It cannot be acceptable. Yeah? Let's start becoming more of a village and looking out for each other, more of a team thing. Teach these people respect, because it affects the person, but it also affects the person that does it too. Don't feel it now, but they will feel it later. Yeah? Nothing but love, man. Keep parenting and start, like I said to you. Yeah, it's a village. These kids are a blank canvas. We've got to give them the information. Yeah? Show them. Conscience is a powerful thing. Do you know why a lot of people commit suicide? Because they commit crimes and do things that they can't live with. Because nobody told them, or no one helped them. But didn't guide them. Let's start guiding. Nothing but love.